Washington initiate a new investigation in their ongoing arson operation. And address is 112 Rome Avenue.
I lost that Chinese chick's phone number.
That is the correct address, isn't it, Detective LaRue?
Oh, I was just telling Neil how much I'm looking forward to initiating the arson investigation, Sarge.
Yeah, tonight in a Chinese laundry.
That's a Section 2 alert, people. All right, pairings. Engel, you're with Altman. Daly, you're with Selvegi here. Court testimony, Detective Belker. Also, Officer Russo and Lieutenant Goldblum continue undercover in Division's liquor racketeering investigation. Item 8. Today, at 1500 hours, Uncle John Petruzzi goes to jail. Uncle John's last day of freedom.
You know, I think it's a shameful thing, Sarge. The paper's treating that man like a celebrity.
The sentiment shared at the podium, Andrew.
Yes, sir.
But his neighbors are turning out to send the great man off. Sergeant Bates and Officer Flaherty, you are assigned to crowd and traffic control. Also, you will check with Captain Farillo for further instructions. Item 9. With reference to yesterday's shooting death of Officer James Sanders, while the fatuous press lionizes the misguided vigilante who took Officer Sanders' life, I convey the more pedestrian information that he is survived by his wife and child. There is a contribution jar on my desk. Have a safe tour, all of you.
Traffic control. I wore my day glow gloves.
Yeah, maybe the captain wants to coach us on arms signals, huh?
Message, Lieutenant.
I don't know any Dottie Walker.
Well, she says she's the talent coordinator for the Don Chesler show, Lieutenant. They want to know if you're available tonight to talk about your friend who got killed.
No. It's for cops' families.
I don't know. Maybe your number's in my other shirt.
Well, this is fair warning, mister. By arresting me, you're going to be buying yourself into more trouble than you've ever known before, because I am Bilbao, and I have the capacity to gypsy curse you beyond your wildest imagination.
Your name's Bilbo. How come your driver's license is Nathan Goldfarb?
He is Nathan Goldfarb. Don't listen to him, what he says. I tell myself it's a midlife crisis. I should stand by him.
Who is this woman?
Saved $35,000 from selling a taxi medallion. All of a sudden, he's the storefront gypsy.
The landlord made a complaint, ma'am. Residing in a commercial space, cooking animals.
We live at 147th Street in Bedford, in an apartment. It's very nice. And he sits like a Meshuggah on the floor in the storefront, cooking terrible foods without vents.
Thank God, madam, I am not your husband, or I'd strangle you with my bare hand.
He puts up a sign, tarot readings. God forbid someone should ask him to read one. Book him. Maybe he'll forget about this nonsense.
Oh, you book me, mister.
Now, don't make me add resistance,
All right,
sir. Come on, I have to
the
book
choice. Dark eye of Satan, Lord of Romany, when the blood has been betrayed, there 100 demons reign.
What did she just do to me?
Curse of 100 demons. If there is a worse curse, I don't want to know from it.
Come on.
Domestic call, Rinko.
They put a curse on me.
Rinko.
I can't work with no curse.
What makes you so special?
Surplus store, corner People's Drive, on 24th Street.
Officer Russo and Lieutenant Goldblum have been on loan to Division's liquor racketeering operation. Officer Russo's undercover. In the course of her undercover work, she's developed information that there may be an attempt on John Petrucci's life before he goes to jail.
What kind of information?
Tina's been working with Dominic Donatelli, Petrucci's right-hand man.
I'm sorry, I got a frog here. So Officer Rousseau has been working under Dominic Donatelli. Be nice to know time and place.
I'm trying to find out.
We've passed the information to the marshal's office. Lieutenant Bunce, you'll coordinate by following Petrucci with the man assigned by the federal marshal. Who is? They haven't told us yet. Barford, of course. Lucy, you two will be on crowd control. I want you to keep your distance from Petrucci. I don't want you caught in a possible crossfire.
Twist her arms.
Lieutenant Goldblum's preparing warrants here at the precinct for the racketeering arrests. He'll relay to the site in case Tina develops some more specific information. Are you all right, Norm?
Okay, Captain. Thanks.
Tina, I know it's a rough assignment with Donatelli.
If I can get time and place, Captain, I will.
I think Captain means he knows you're walking on eggshells.
It's okay.
Building we're talking about's on Jerome Avenue, right?
What building?
Hey, I thought you said this guy wanted something burned.
We're talking hypothetical. A hypothetical building.
Hypothetically, it's on Jerome.
Hypothetically, the freaking bills on this place are putting me under. There ain't a dollar in it for me, unless it's burned. You the guys for the job? Hypothetically.
A match has been known to drop from our hand. It's happened.
How much?
Hypothetically?
I need a phone. 911. I need the police.
Beat it!
There's a crazy guy out there. Hurt this old lady.
It's a tough city. Hey, where you going?
Come on, it's an old lady after all.
Real public-minded, your friend. Regular Boy Scout.
You asked the question, how much for a buyer?
So I'm knocking old lady down and take her purse. Me and my buddy chased him here. Boy, I don't want your blood on my head. My quarrel's not with you.
Yeah, hit me, you little creep. I'm no old lady. I'll crush your head.
Hold it, police. All right. Hey, you busted.
I'm busted.
All right, where's the old lady roughed up?
Gone. I think her daughter was with her. They got on the bus. I'll make the deals. Hey, you guys are cops, huh? You think I didn't know? Oh, we had to,
Great.
sucker. And who? Our thoughts are purely hypothetical.
All right, come on, Ward. I hope at least there's money in the purse.
Good thing you came.
Oh, I'm thrilled. Come on, fellas. I gotta go to work here. I wrote our names. This is just swell, Neil.
Next time I need a building torched by cops, I'll call you two guys. What kind of landlord-tenant dispute?
I feel weird, lightheaded.
Where are you going with this, Rinko? You going for a personal day?
I'm not going for a personal day, Mr. Weisenheimer. I'm just telling you that I don't feel good.
Cowboy, you're talking yourself into something behind that screwball gypsy's curse.
100,000 demons on me right into my face.
Here, the cops. You're a jerk. You know that? That's very clearly. No pets. Here, read the lease.
I don't have to read this lease. I don't have to read nothing.
Sir, there's a complaint procedure if your tenant has a pet violation.
Not just one pet.
What, 2 pets, 3?
Thousands.
Bees.
Oh, my Lord.
The book says they're harmless.
What booklet?
I am going into business. I'm going to sell the honey.
Well, they're not the kind of bees that bite, are they?
They can. I mean, they still got their sting, but the book says they don't.
Where are you going? Sir, this is a problem for your animal control, sir, or your landlord-tenant reconciliation panel.
You guys just work it out yourselves, all right? You say the bees don't bite?
That's what it said.
That's what your book says?
It wasn't supposed to happen,
It's
right?
too bad I don't have a curse on me, Robert. Too bad I don't feel like my nose is going to explode.
But he always has time for everyone. He's still a handsome man. I remember when he came to Angie's confirmation.
Right, he's a great American, ladies. Let's just clear the sidewalk, okay?
Listen, I know him 20 years ago.
I bet you did.
Look at this guy. Going to jail looks like he's on a picnic.
What do you think jail's gonna be for him? These mob guys got it waxed.
Those 3 cops?
Yeah.
Detective Bunce.
Right there.
Thank you.
You think that guy walks like a federal marshal?
Federal marshal?
Anybody shot yet?
You'd have been a big help if they were.
Hudson.
Buds.
Real impressed at the federal building with the quality information you people passed along. Your informant come up with anything a little more specific?
She's on her back right now working on it.
Canker sore.
Mercy. Look, it's Moses.
That's not the way it's done. Crosses the corner just like real people.
He's right, Jimmy. What's the matter with you, huh? I'm sorry. Left your coat at the bakery, Mr. Petruzzi.
Oh, thank you. Give him $20.
Ah, I could accept that. A pleasure to serve. Now he's going to ask me if I'm in the Knights of Columbus.
What the? Oh, jeez. What's the matter?
What's that, sir? A bullseye?
Someone's a comedian, huh?
Smart guy, huh? What's up, Sal? What's on your mind? Yeah, go on, swing on him. That'd be a good idea.
All right, Jimmy. The officer can chuckle about his joke on Uncle John while he tries to make his mortgage payments.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing. I think I'm okay.
You people got something against having a quiet day?
Hey, Mick. Hey, Stan.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good. What are you doing here?
What, I lost up today? Weren't we going to get together?
Right.
Yeah.
Lunch. You still gotta go in and testify.
What's the case?
Drug by Whitmore Bridge.
Oh, that stuff's going through that neighborhood like Sherman to the sea. It's coming down my way, too.
I'm ready for you, Detective.
Oh, thank you. You don't mind waiting?
No. Go ahead.
Watch?
Yeah, maybe I'll watch for a while. Check out your courtroom demeanor.
You're back.
Hi, Dom.
So how's your mom?
I think she knows.
What do you mean?
I think she knows about us, Dom.
Knows what about us, honey? We haven't done anything yet.
Ever since I was a little girl, she knows what I'm thinking. She knows exactly what's on my mind. Oh, Dom, you know that drives me crazy. You know that one thing leads to another.
That's right.
Dom, no. Besides, I think you got your mind on something else.
Tin.
Come on, tell me. Uncle John what?
Will you forget about it?
Oh, so now you're the tease. You are.
Okay. He gets it today. Uncle John never sees no jail.
I thought so. I thought I heard you and that Larry guy talking about it.
Well, ain't this a red letter day for me, huh? Uncle John finally off my back for the first time.
So when's it gonna happen? It's so creepy talking about it.
We got time. If you wanted to use it.
Stop.
All right. Close your eyes. Close them. Come out, wherever you are. I'm out 4 or 5 G's, but don't bother to open it or anything like that. A, I love you, which is the only time I've ever said that when I wasn't full of it. And B, you've been right. Shacking up is for when you don't respect somebody. So we get engaged and do it right.
All this money.
It won't break me.
Engaged isn't married. Tom, I'm sorry. It's the way I was raised. I mean, I can feel my mother looking at us right now.
Okay. You're right.
You're so good.
Just put the ring on.
Engaged isn't married, Dom.
You didn't drive down either. I'm gonna leg the park down here. That's crazy. Hey, you know, the stones on that kid. Dead to rights, and he sits there lying on his teeth. They're all made out of ice today, Stan. I try not to buy that, you know, that today's perfect. Get off! Mick, you see?
Get off, you're gonna get hurt.
I'll take him when he comes off the phone.
Leave me alone!
Police officer! Get out! Back up! Back up, Bob! Kill him! Back up, man! Kill him! Stop the knife! Back up!
On the ground, Toe Jam.
Do it!
Got him, Mick. I got him. Way to go, Stan.
For a month setting up an arson number. This Jamoke blows it for an $8 purse snatch.
First name Max, last name Emily Jim robbing this off.
Rest will be between me and God.
What rest? Did you jaywalk on your way into the alley?
Lieutenant Goldblum. What language works with you people? Well, I'm sure Don would take a sympathetic approach, but I'm not interested. Miss, I gotta run up 48 arrest warrants on illegal liquor traffic today. When I'm through tonight, all I'm gonna want to do is go to bed.
Talk shows want to hear about your friend, Henry?
He won't let up.
I must say that I find the public's hero-worshipping fascination with Steve Merker offensive. One of the people he killed was a police officer.
Stephen didn't set out to kill a cop. He didn't intend that.
Oh, I'm sure that that's a consolation to Saunders' widow.
I've been patient as long as I can, Frank. The man has provoked me beyond toleration. He's the next thing to openly insubordinate.
Just doesn't sound like Ray.
What are you saying, Frank, that I'm making it up? Yesterday, he refused to answer his intercom. Said if I wanted to see him, I knew where his office was. And like an idiot, I go there. And as I'm leaving, I see in reflection, he's making faces at me. Obscene gestures. It's ludicrous.
Chief, he's been under a lot of stress. I mean, losing his command, getting an assignment a lot of people perceive as tokenism.
Oh, when do we get to the part where I give a damn?
Well, I'm just wondering if he's not having some sort of emotional problem.
You want to know Ray Cayetano's problem, Frank? He wants equal opportunity till the heat's turned on. Then he wants special consideration. Well, I'm through letting him have it both ways. They can call me anti-Latino or any other damn thing. He's going to act like a cop or he's finished.
Let me talk to him.
Pronto, Frank. My friend's just about played out his string.
Howard, cancel my 12 o'clock and get me Ray Cayetano, would you?
1-2. 1-2.
You sure? A little red light going?
It's working, Diddy.
May I confess?
You can confess in a minute, Mr. Emily. First, I want it on the record that you declined
I
your
decline an
right.
attorney.
Wait a minute. We've informed you of your Fifth Amendment right and your right to have a lawyer. Okay. Now.
I decline.
See, because if you're thinking down the road about pulling some number with this, getting yourself off...
I have taken lives. I would have taken the life of that woman this morning. Sometime it has to stop.
What lives have you taken, Mr. Emily?
Appleman. Carter. It's time for all the names to come out. Like cool falling rain.
Weren't you the guy got World War I started, huh? Whacked out that Archduke over there in Europe?
I first took life 8 years ago, and then not again for 4 years. I tried to hope it was a dream and that it would never come again. But it did come again. Sonia Appleman.
That's someone you killed?
Ernestine Carter. And suddenly, Tommy Schneider and Louis Whitlock.
Tommy Snyder's that 12-year-old.
You killed him, Max?
My hands. Strangled them.
Yeah, that's what the papers said.
I took an ear from, a piece of an ear from the Schneider boy.
That wasn't in the papers.
Oh, at last, it's coming to an end. The circle is being broken.
J.D., Neil, we want to do this by the numbers, Captain, but Neil and me wanted to let you know we think we might have hooked a pretty big fish.
Oh? Yeah, the guy's gotten to multiple homicides. Credibility? Some pretty funky details.
He knew about the Schneider kid's ear. That wasn't in any of the papers.
Was he Mirandized? You have representation?
Declines. Says it's on his conscience. He wants to come clean.
Our offer of representation's on record.
Every 20 seconds, Captain.
I'm telling you, Captain. I was a tough sell on this creep at the start, but he's making me a believer.
We have a warrant on his residence.
Just came through.
J.D. had it right. Take this by the numbers.
You got it, Cap.
I just want to tell you, Captain, if this thing breaks the way I think it might, there's going to be recognition for a lot of people.
Let's not count our chickens.
I'm just saying, if I get some ink, I'm not going to forget the people that stood by me when it was tough sledding, and you're on that short list.
Okay.
Thank you.
Tommy,
Jay,
when?
when what?
When Uncle John?
You're real cold, you know that? My little girl, my little church girl, wants to know when the old man's going down.
You got me started. You shouldn't have talked about it.
I got you started. You asked me 100,000 questions.
Okay, never mind. Forget it.
Ooh, kind of rough on me. So what are you going to do for me in return, huh? Gonna give me a little sugar?
Maybe.
A little sugar? Maybe.
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 Yeah.
Come here. Come here,
Tom.
my little girl, my little convent girl from the convent school. What do you say we do it,
Tom!
huh? We do it. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it while the old man's getting here, okay? Huh?
Don't!
Okay? Come on. I got 25 grand that makes him dead before he gets inside. Before noon, while he's doing his big shot Benedici at the bocce court.
Tom, don't.
Sergeant Bates calling Officer Flaherty.
Come in, Sarge.
Thanks, Officer Capiche.
Capiche. Proceed.
Our assignment is traffic control. Our assignment is not drawing bullseyes. Our assignment is not getting in Uncle John's face.
We're part of the scenery.
Is that a copy I'm getting, officer?
That's copy. We're supposed to blend in and keep quiet. But bullseye, wasn't that a little funny, huh? See, there's a threat on Uncle John's life, right? And I made a little bullseye with...
I understood. I was laughing, but I was not amused.
Not amused. That's copy.
It's Russo. Give me Lieutenant Goldblum.
Go ahead.
More specific information is the tap on your uncle will take place before 12 p.m. Possibility the attempt
17
will
minutes.
be at the lawn bowling court. Hey, fellas.
That's here, that's now.
Cool it.
Come on. Don't anybody try me. I'll blow his heart away. And everybody else is too. How's it feel, Uncle John, huh? You want to get it right now? Huh? Come on, don't be crazy, will you? Take it easy. Don't. I mean it. Stand back. Take it easy. Stand back. Me and John, we got places to go. Hey, what's the matter with you, crazy kid? Hey, all know you.
Right on time. Yeah, right. That had all the marks of an outfit move.
That wasn't a mob hitter?
Just get in the car.
Come on, let's move it back. Come on. Mr. Petrucci. Mr. Petrucci gets hurt. We understand your concern, but you must move back, Sal. Hey, quit calling me Sal! Why do I think your name is Sal?
Right this
Kid's got Uncle John, second floor front. He was yelling his head off till a minute ago.
He was threatening to kill the old man.
Empty promises. He was going on how his sister died from Uncle John's drugs. He's got to kill the old man on the exact spot where his sister OD'd. The kid's been watching too much opera.
Wilcox, Lieutenant Goldblum, division leaders.
Can we get a phone patch?
Any second. My men are deployed. Dozen Cracker Jack shooters.
Let's work on the phone. Cracker Jack talking. Makes 13 shooters, Lieutenant. Counting the contract hitter Rousseau says Dom Donatelli hired.
still out there, Norm? Those contracts only pay on delivery.
Hard to believe a pro would try here with this many cops around.
Yeah? Tell Joe Colombo.
Phone's patched in for grab cars registered to an Anthony Ferrugia. Catch him a murder-suicide with the kid, you know? Tell him does himself, does the old man, something in that order, huh? Hello. Who am I talking to? Is this Anthony Ferrugia?
I knew that man was trouble. What kind, I didn't know. What kind?
Mr. Emily suspected of a number of crimes.
Hey, this was the sandwich once.
What can you tell us about him, man? What kind of hours did he keep?
I didn't watch.
You talk about where he went, what he did?
Never. But I knew I'd be standing here someday with police.
Yeah. Newspaper clippings. Clippings of what, I ask myself.
I had a better class of people once. Vietnam was the turning point.
Slave 6, California.
Yeah, closer to home. Ernestine Carter, Sonia Appleman.
Bingo.
He played bingo?
We'll be caught in this box and the rest of the stuff out this afternoon, man.
For that, I'll have to see your warrant again.
Yeah, look. Hey.
All Max.
Is that the Schneider boy or is that the Schneider boy?
What's the matter, Ray?
What do you mean?
Daniels describes what you've been doing, and I can't believe he's talking about you.
You mean because I've been showing backbone? Because I have answered back to him?
Trying to get fired? Is that what's behind this?
Ready, gentlemen?
Give us just a minute, would you please?
Okay, fine.
From the day I received my captaincy, I have never once slept through the night.
I understand.
You don't. For you, command comes naturally. For me, I survived too long by understanding the other man's point of view. And when it came time for me to lead, I saw too many sides of every question. And I didn't have the courage to quit. When my prison was taken from me, instead of leaving as I should have, I took this scrap, this joke of a job.
I don't think that's what the job has to be, but if that's what you feel about it, maybe you should resign.
You don't understand how deep the feeling is with us. To keep any job, to fear the unknown. But you're right, I should. Help me be brave. There you go, we are, JD.
I hate polygraphs.
You ain't the one taking it.
How do you think he's doing, Neil?
I'll only be guessing, man.
I'm telling you, even if he's guilty, this Max Emily's the kind of nervous little twitch that a lie detector test will screw up.
How do you do, Mr. Bernstein?
It's a tough read. On 16 different capital acts, he demonstrates guilt or guilty knowledge.
So we're in business.
But his reaction to the test question was so idiosyncratic that the baseline's bizarre.
We are dealing with a flake here, guys.
So where do we stand, Mr. Bernstein?
He either did it, or he's a can't be tested.
Your man is definitely a possible. On Schneider, Winthrop, Carter.
Thanks for all the help.
Where we going, JD?
We are dropping a dime to certain journalists of my acquaintance.
Hey, guy didn't exactly give us the full speed ahead, you know?
Forget about the polygraph guy, Neil. They're dealing with a total bing-bong, and they want him to test like the man in the street.
I think we better wait for forensics and the family witnesses. Captain said take about the numbers.
Hey, the numbers I'm thinking about all got dollar signs in front of them, Neil. Yeah, Jerry Wilmot, please.
You should have seen this guy out there. This guy was great.
Well done, Stanislaus.
I just got lucky out there. After all, it's not like it's the first perp I ever saw.
Are you kidding? I could barely keep up with this guy.
What's the matter, son?
Oh, I'm a little rankled about our leader deployment at that Petruzzi mess. You know, armchair quarterbacking.
It's hard to get used to being on the sidelines, isn't it?
Message from me?
Well, forensics wants you to call him, Detective.
Say,
Hey, it's ours.
Neil, Stan just made a collar.
No kidding. Yeah, I just got lucky. Once a cop, right?
Jimmy, K.D. LaRue. It's a business call. Career call, maybe, for both of us. I'm talking about an exclusive on a possible mass murderer, Jimbo. Yeah, me and Neil Washington popped him a few hours ago. Huh? Yeah. Yes, I did call Jerry Wilmot before I called you. But Jerry Wilmot couldn't buy my ground rules for the slanted apiece. So now, instead of having his hands wrapped around maybe the hottest mass murder story since that creep in Florida, Jerry Wilmot's got his hands wrapped around the Morning Courier Express.
JD.
In a minute, huh?
Hang on.
Just a second, Jim. What?
That picture we found. Max and Lee and the kid.
Yeah, what about it?
The forensic says we've got problems.
I'll get back to you, Jimmy. Something came up on another case. What problems?
They said this picture of Max and Lee with the snotty kid. They said it might be a composite.
What composite? Where's the join?
They said it might be a picture of a picture, JD.
Oh, that's crap.
Easy. That's the Snyder boy's father.
Detectives?
Mr. Snyder?
Well, I was told there might be information about my son, about his killer.
Well, we have a possible suspect, sir. We want you to see if you might recognize him.
Oh. Yeah, fine.
We'll set up a lineup.
Of course not. Even if you didn't recognize him, that wouldn't necessarily mean anything.
I know. The idea's been the killer probably wasn't known by her family.
That's right. I mean, this guy could still be a candidate.
I expect that Trutzie's abducted looking out his window.
Unfathomable.
Hope and pray, Sal. That's all we could do now is just hope and pray.
If you heard the truth, Tony, it's a different ballgame. I mean, nothing's happened so far we can't fix.
Lieutenant, maybe the hit is split. Lowe's is 20 G's.
Who's gonna fix things for my sister Dory, huh?
Forget your sister. Is that old man there worth ruining your life over?
It's Rousseau with her boyfriend, Dominic. Mr. Donatelli should have asked me to bid for work.
Tony, talk.
Mr. Donatelli's expression is called the whoops look. Like, whoops, did I overplay my hand? Hey, check Rousseau. She plays it out, huh? Gotta give her credit for stones.
You know, it might do her some good to hear some of that, Lieutenant.
It's coming out.
I want your men on either side of the door. Keep them off. Tony, put the gun down. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Got a clear shot, Lieutenant.
Give them to us. Put them away.
Lieutenant, look at the water tower.
Tony,
Come on,
you're
come
going
here,
to
Ray.
jail, Tony. I promise you.
I got him. Somebody take him.
Look at that rifle. Look at that suit. You see a possible link with the alleged mafia? Huh? Head first. Truzzi will be going to federal correction.
And hold him for the federal marshal.
And local law enforcement for Mr. Ferrugia.
Kidnapping, attempted murder, reckless endangerment.
You didn't have the hair to do it, did you, kid? If you was a man, you would have done it.
Mr. Petruzzi, calm down.
Lieutenant,
No questions now.
it's not a question. I've got an invitation you've been ducking. For the Don Chesler show tonight?
You gotta be kidding.
No.
Uncle John, so glad you're okay.
Of course you are, Dominic. Of course you are.
Yeah. Stay healthy, Dom.
Crime scene, sir. Come on. Folks, help me out.
Go to my mother's.
Okay, go on, go ahead. Look at this, Tin. What happened to me?
I know, Dom.
Andrew, what's wrong with your nose? My word.
Almost expired, Sarge. I got some kind of intergalactic
You got
something.
a bee bite, son. Anaphylactic reaction, really?
That's right. That's what the doctor said at the emergency room.
It is a mistake to underestimate the possible severity of allergic reactions, Robert. Extreme cases can be fatal.
Sarge, the only extreme thing about this case is how much somebody's been gold bricking all day.
That's right. This man's a rational man. Robert Hill don't cotton how all of a sudden one's life can change with a dark shadow coming over him.
Oh, I take it, Andrew, that you are referring to the curse that was inadvertently administered by the gypsy.
Yes, I am.
A so-called gypsy, so-called curse.
Suppose you know about it. You're a rational man, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're some kind of rational.
Careful, Rico!
All burnt out. I didn't want you walking underneath the ladder. You could get 20 years bad luck.
You busted 3 times, right?
Oh.
3-time loser. I'm not here. You're gonna go to court. Come over here.
Oh, Howard, do we have Henry's racketeering warrants so I can co-sign them?
Not as yet.
All right, I'll be at division the rest of the day with Captain Cayetano. Just ship them over there or to my apartment.
Well, this came from the department physician, Captain.
30 seconds, Captain.
Yeah, 30 seconds, Dan.
On my reinstatement.
Stan, I told you, I need a few days.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to say, you may hear that I helped out on a pop this afternoon. Thought you might be able to figure it in.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, but I promise you it'll be figured in.
Excuse me, Stan. Oh, go ahead. Catch of the day, Captain. A kid had grabbed Petruzzi, suitable for stuffing and mounting. How's Russo? Seems to be okay.
Good work, Lucy. Patrick. Henry. Warrants?
On the way back from Judge Simpson's. They got me to do this idiot talk show. Nice work, Tina.
Tina. You have a couple of minutes?
Sure.
Are you okay? I just received a notification report from the police physician. Says he saw you for having been beaten.
I'm okay. Dom got a little excited.
Is that as far as it went?
You mean, did I sleep with him for the where and when? Did I break Farillo's law?
Tina, the doctor speculates you may also have been sexually assaulted, but you refused examination or treatment.
I'm okay.
If Donatelli raped you, I want to charge him with it when we bring him in. Plus, you should also get some counseling.
Just promise me I get to be in on Donatelli's arrest.
You know you're doing the toughest police work there is.
But at least you get the respect of your fellow cops.
I'll tell you something, Neil. You get lied to a lot in this racket. Teach yourself to get used to it. But I bought Max, Emily. I trusted the man. Oh, look at here. 4 years in Glenwood Psychiatric. That 86 him out of all but 2 of the murders.
Got some more bad news for you, two-level. Forensics found the original of that photo with Max and the Snyder kid. It was in one of those boxes of stuff they found in the room.
Glued?
Glued.
Thanks, Peppy.
What, the rest of this?
Why be a glutton for punishment?
Oh, excuse me. I misplaced, Sergeant Jablonski and I, retired Sergeant Jablonski. We made an arrest, and I used this room for intake on the perp. And I somehow misplaced case notes from an original arrest that was totally unrelated to this matter, and I was testifying to that in court this morning prior to this other incident, so I just came in here to look for them.
Are they here?
No, they're not. How'd you get that shiner?
A jerk on my undercover.
Yeah? When do you pop them?
Tomorrow.
I don't know if this will work for you, but I try to think about that, about when I'm gonna bust him.
I just wish the other cops around here wouldn't treat me like Typhoid Mary.
Oh, hey, don't do that.
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. You don't have to apologize.
No.
Were you going home? Would you like to have a beer? Huh? Want to go out and have a beer?
Hey, this guy makes me sick. I agree, Detective. I loathe myself. Shut up, you twitchy. I killed them all. Taking your
All of us are responsible for the deaths of all. Yeah, I got one I'd like to be responsible for.
All right. Come on.
Jim Girardi calling you, detectives from the Post.
Tell him I died.
I thought it finally was going to be over. Thought I'd finally know how we lost Tommy.
Look at this, Frank. Can you believe this? Man says he's leaving.
I can't believe you're so surprised, Chief Daniels.
Did you know about this, Frank?
Ray said at lunch he decided to resign.
Bolt from the blue.
Chief, both of us know I have not been happy. Not doing a very good job.
A transitional adjustment, Ray. You're too hard on yourself.
I have been angry and disappointed. It is better for me to quit than behave as I have been.
Look, it's your call. If it's what you want, I certainly won't prevent it. Only understand, there's been no duress.
No. No duress.
Hell of a guy, Frank? Nice takedown on Uncle John.
Sometimes at night, I have dreamt of killing that man.
Did you get caught?
What is it with you?
Guys like Uncle John wind my watch.
Patrick.
Makes the day go quicker. My teacher used to say that to me. Mrs. Murphy.
What?
What you said to me before? I'm laughing, but I'm not amused.
So now what are you trying to say to me? That I'm so much older than you were?
No, I was just remembering, that's all. I liked Mrs. Murphy.
Hey, Mr. Goldfarb.
Name's Bilbao.
All right, Bilbao.
Please, before the curse is removed. Where is the afflicted party?
Right over this way. Franco. You got a lot of nerve.
I'm here to assist you, officer.
He's gonna take it off of you, Rico. Not that anything was ever on you.
Yeah, go
on.
Okay.
Okay, what am I supposed to do?
Okay.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
Okay, it's off.
You ain't gonna believe it, Neil. I'm in New John, trying to decide not to rip off my arm and beat myself to death with it. I find that telephone number I lost. The chick I went out with last night?
See that level? Every cloud has a silver lining.
No, Neil, I called the number.
No good.
Disconnected. Maybe she had a social disease. Of course, if she had a social disease, I probably already got a dose.
We're back. Something we should get to about the death of Stephen Merker, Lieutenant, about your involvement with Steve. Is that a dilemma for you?
What dilemma?
That he was a friend of yours, a good friend, a close friend.
That's right.
And yet, as a police officer, you must disapprove of this vigilante.
Wait a second. I don't see Steve that way.
Go ahead.
Steve had a dream.
To see our streets free of terror.
To write. He wrote in obscurity. He got a lot of slaps in the face and rejections, but it didn't stop him. And that was why Stephen was heroic. Because despite all that discouragement, he stayed true to his dream.
And have you read this brave man's pages?
Yes. Yes.
Good. Worthy of a hero who wrote them, then?
Yes.
I have a feeling Stephen Merker had a very good friend in you, Lieutenant. Lieutenant Goldblum is reluctant to bring this up, but the man sitting here himself played the role of hero at the Blanton Street hostage situation today, involving the famous, or perhaps I should say notorious, Uncle John Petrucci. A lot of us feel a lot safer and perhaps a little bit prouder knowing our city has law enforcement officers of the caliber of the gentleman I'm sitting next to.
Don's guests tomorrow night are health experts Dick and Elaine Coppernall.
How was Henry?
Good. Don Chesler thinks the city is safer with cops like him on the force. Job for you, Furlow.
How are the benefits?
It's a spot. Needs needing. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Brother.
All those years of making dough.
Actually, he wasn't.
Who wasn't what?
Henry wasn't good. I mean, he was fine, but I just kept thinking how lonely and uptight he seemed. You know what Henry needs?
Yep.
Let's get into that benefit package.
Nice spot, Lieutenant.
Thank you.
His stuff stinks, huh?
What do you mean?
Your friend's writing. I could see you get those scared deer's eyes when I asked if it was any good. Night, Dots.
Night, Don. You were great. He really loved you.
Oh, boy.
No, I mean it. You were right there. So many guests get all tied up in the buzz.
Whereas I don't really know what that means.
So don't take a compliment.
I still don't know how you got me to do this.
Well, it's what I'm good at. I know what you need now, too.
Yeah? What?
Well, aren't you still feeling pretty wound up, jazzed? A drink, minimum.
You mean at least one drink?
I'm not sure what I mean.
Undercover is different. Because if you're good at it, most times nobody else knows the inside of what you did. So you gotta know.
And you gotta find a way to make that enough. It's not for everybody.
It's what I want to be. This'll help.
I'll take you back to your car now.